Hello, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Tomas Garza, the host of Decide to Transform on Om Times Radio. And I want to spend a couple of minutes telling you a little bit more about Decide to Transform and why I've created this podcast, which incidentally airs on Om Times Radio live every Tuesday, 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 Eastern, Om Times Radio. So why Decide to Transform? Because you see on this YouTube channel my posts that are the recording of the podcasts. I have those up there for you to listen to. So let's go back and give a little bit of information about why I chose this title, what the show's about, and what you can expect to get out of it, more importantly, if you tune in and listen, and I hope that you will. And for those of you that have, I thank you for doing that. Those that have written in with questions, you have not only helped yourself by doing it, but you've also helped people all over the world, quite literally, that are wondering the same things as you. So thank you for all of that, and thank you for all of your positive comments and feedback, by the way. So Decide to Transform is a title that has a lot of meaning to me. Decide is the title of my book. It's Decide, and then the subtitle is much longer. It's how to replace your fictions with truth, go big in life, and transform audaciously. And of course, the word transform is in there. Decision is critical to our lives because without deciding to do something, we just wish, we dabble, we say, one day I'll do that. I mean, who hasn't said that? I've said that to myself dozens and dozens and dozens of times in business, in my personal health, in relationships, in every aspect of life. We all do it. Once you make a decision, it's on. And that's what it takes. And transformation, transform to me is a stronger verb than change. Change comes at us all the time. These days, of course, it comes at us at lightning speed, at warp speed. Everything just kind of comes at you, and change just sort of happens. The weather changes. One day we may wake up and have more gray hair. If we have kids, our kids grow up. They get older, they get taller. They stop listening to us and they stop doing what we tell them to do. For example, change just sort of happens. Transformation involves an act of will. It involves volition and a decision, indeed, to reorder, remake, and rework yourself into a different state of being. And ideally, a higher state of being, a more energetic state of being. So Decide to Transform, two really, really important verbs in my world. That's the title of the podcast. Decide to Transform. Now, what happens on the show? Well, I share some information and my experience as a meditation teacher, as an energy healer, and as a longtime meditator. I share a lot of things that I have done wrong, because that's a long list. It's how we learn. And I also invite guest teachers onto the show to share their wisdom, to share their teachings and their own experience. So far on the show, I've had a couple of guests on twice that are health and wellness professionals, and they have contributed a number of wonderful things to the show. They've answered some really wonderful questions for the listeners, and as we go forward, I'll be inviting more guest teachers, and they can be teachers in health and wellness. I cover those topics because it's intimately connected with personal growth and transformation. Also, spirituality, universal spirituality and personal growth are one and the same. I invite spiritual teachers as well. I hope that you enjoy the show. It's Tuesday at 10 o'clock Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and this is on Om Times Radio. And again, I thank you for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the videos here on this YouTube channel, and enjoy the show, everybody. Have a great day.